another epic beer night. Why?
Pumpkin time!
That's right. So, Johnny, what do we have first, Johnny?
Tonight we have Saranac Pumpkin, by Matt Brewing Company. We've got 5.8 on the ABVs, 12 on the IBUs, so there definitely no bitterness. When I first had this in my nose, it smelled very bready, beer smell. Actually, as it warmed up a little bit, it smelled like the sourdough. And then the time when you cut open that pumpkin and you get that hint of raw pumpkinness there, that made it good, but unfortunately, it was very much of a bread type drink to it, taste to it, with a very small hint of pumpkin. You know, no other spices. It's just, you know, more like a regular beer that somebody threw some pumpkin, let it soak in it. But I have to give it a C. Nothing really big. We've got a lot more pumpkin ales going tonight.
Because tonight's the fall festival.
Fall festival, yes, and the wife's birthday.
Yeah, but that's.
We've got sangria.
But guess what? It's the fall festival, so that's what's important.
That's why we're wearing orange.
That's right. You'll see in the next shot. I've got orange too, but I agree with Johnny on this one. I can't give it more than a C. This is like a ghost of a pumpkin beer almost. I mean, it advertises pumpkin, it just doesn't come through with it. I mean, it's okay, but the biggest thing that got me is it smells like a beer. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's like nothing special. But also, there's no date on the bottle too. But anyways, so we're on to the next brew, and Johnny chugged that one, and I guess I got to finish mine too. Oh well, we'll see you the next one.
All right, we are back. We got the second brew today for the Pumpkin Fall Festival, and DJ's gonna take it on.
We got TommyKnocker. TommyKnocker. Yes, I prefer BrewTuber than TommyKnockin'. Anyways, we got TommyKnocker Small Patch. What is it? Small Patch Pumpkin Harvest Ale. This one, you know, is better than the last one. It's better than the Saranac, but it's still a little bit meh. It had a decent spice profile, was elevated above the other one, and as it warmed, it got better. It's got some molasses in it. Now, two things I like about it. So we got a lot darker color on this one. Two things I like about it. One, the bottle's dated. Two, what was the other thing that I like about it? Oh, yes, it's 5%, so it's a sessionable beer. And for a 5% beer, it had a pretty decent flavor to it. But that said, I can't give it much more than a C+ because it's still like a shadow of pumpkin beers. The problem I have with when I'm reviewing these is Johnny and I have drank a boatload of pumpkin beers already. So we have that to compare against. Maybe back in the day when this beer came out, maybe in the 90s or whenever it was, because these guys have been around for a while, it was like, wow, man, this tastes awesome. But today, in today's standard, I'm giving it a C+. How about you, Johnny?
I think they only used one pumpkin.
Yeah, for the whole brew kettle.
Well, actually, maybe two, because I think Saranac used one pumpkin.
Yes.
They did throw some molasses in and some spices, says on the bottle. I got some cinnamon out of it, maybe a little bit of pumpkin pie spice. Still opening up the pumpkin, getting that smell of raw pumpkin, you know, when you get ready to scoop out the seeds. I'm giving it a C+ as well. It still didn't wow me. I've tried a couple of TommyKnocker's other brews, like some maple whatever, and I think they try to do these flavor beers, and they do a pretty good job, you know, kind of a session beer. But again, you know, better than Saranac, but still hasn't gone to the point where it wows me.
Yeah, I think what knocks this beer down too is it's kind of watery.
Yes.
Even as it warms up, sometimes when these pumpkin beers, you get them cold, they taste watery, but as they warm up, they're not as watery. But this one, C+, guys. So give it a try if you see it. I mean, it's not horrible. It's got a date on the bottle, so they're doing their duty in that respect. So I like that, and that's probably why I'm giving it the C+, because the date's on there for me. But anyways, we'll go to the next one, and we'll finish this, and hopefully the next one's more pumpkin-y.
Kebab crane. I lost my head. I got the pumpkin head. We're trying New Holland's Ichabod Pumpkin Ale. And I'm not showing my face on this one. Of course, you can probably see it through the pumpkin. Because this beer is really bad.
Yeah, you lost your head when you bought it.
I lost my head, no, when I drank it.
Yes.
I felt like they took some pumpkin seeds, burned them, and threw them in the beer. And It's orange. I do have to say that, but that's not from the pumpkin. Very disappointed. Gave it a D. I will be nice and I will finish it. I won't. I will finish it and not drop it down the drain. So I need to finish it.
Yeah, guys, this one's almost a drain pour. There, and Johnny, show them that glass so they know that you actually did finish it. So this one's, it's only 5.2%. It actually tastes a little boozy. I mean,
yes,
this beer sucks. It's like they took a cheap amber ale and dunked a Celestial Seasonings tea bag in it that had some flavor in it. And basically, if you buy this beer, you're getting tea bagged, guys. This sucks.
It says pair with roasted poultry, root vegetables, peanut sauce, and caraway. That might enhance the flavor of this beer if you do that. Unfortunately, I'm not doing that, and I'm gonna say bye-bye until the next beer. Adios, Ichabod cream.
Exactly, and I give Ichabod a D too, guys. See ya. Okay, guys, we're back. Usually this would be my turn to review. However, I errantly finished the yummy, I think, beer here. So it's Johnny's turn to review. Which one, Johnny?
We're going with Boston Brewing Company's Sam Adams Harvest Pumpkin Ale. You know, Sam is the big boy of craft beers, and you know they've been around. They've been making their way in. D plus, C minus. I'm laying it out there. I should wear the Ichabod head today on this one. Saranac beat this. You know, I could smell pumpkin when I smelled the Saranac. I couldn't smell squat with this except for some bread. Taste-wise, there was nothing there. They dated that bottle for February, enjoyed before February. You know, I'm not enjoying it. I'm drinking it before February. You know, we got 5.7% ABVs and 14 IBUs. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it's a good session beer. You know, a little bit high, but
what's Rate Beer and Beer Advocate give this one?
87 for Rate Beer and 82 for Beer Advocate.
No way.
There's no way. Yeah, exactly. Saranac for me, TommyKnocker. To me, I just didn't like it at all.
I think what we're getting on those grades from those guys is like some what I call legacy grading, because people graded it a long time ago.
No, they like their Sam Adams, Boston lagers and stuff like that. But
I mean, I like Sam too, but I just can't get settled bound about this beer because it licked balls.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to make an argument for being good. I'm giving it to you straight, for being. I've always thought Sam Adams was the Budweiser of craft beers for me. But I went back to it. I went to a class. I had those etched Sam Adams glasses. Big difference. There was a difference between a wine glass and a Sam's glass. This just didn't do anything for me. Hopefully next year they'll add a pumpkin to it and not like pumpkin extract or something like that. Again, D plus, maybe C minus sneaking it in, but I'm giving it a D plus more.
I'm going to give it a C minus just because it has the date on there. It's a throwback kind of harvest pumpkin ale. I don't know how they can say pumpkin like Johnny says. It doesn't taste like anything like pumpkin. Yeah. It's a weak ass beer, guys. I mean, that's got to be a legacy grade on Rate Beer and Beer Advocate because it's had a ton of reviews. So maybe over time it's built that number, but it doesn't deserve the number it's got. It's meh.
At least they could have made it orange like Ichabod.
Yeah, Ichabod was worse, but yes. This one, I wouldn't drink it again. But we've had it, so we can knock it off the bucket list. So
I'll knock it off the glass list.
So let's go get a real beer now, guys. All right, we are back.
You keep doing that. I'm talking. The cameraman always brings in the thing. So here we go.
I just like to smile.
You just like to smile in the hand motion. So I'll turn it over to you, DJ.
I'm smiling. You know why, Johnny? Because these beers have basically sucked balls tonight.
Yes.
There's not been one good pumpkin beer yet, and I'm trying to smile to make myself forget that these beers suck. Because this one, UFO from Harpoon. They're unfiltered offering pumpkin.
Now, what does UFO really mean?
Ultimately fucking awful, or?
Well, you know, I think that the U and F, you know, doesn't go right. It should be just an FO, filtered offering. They filtered all the pumpkin out of this.
This is definitely a myth beer. Now, I'm not as upset as the Ichabod. The Ichabod really was horrible.
We put the pumpkin head on that one.
Yes, this hasn't gotten the pumpkin head, but the only thing I like about this beer is that the date's on the bottom.
There you go.
It's okay, I guess.
Meh.
I would drink this before a Budweiser, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm cheering up now.
Yes, I would drink this before a Budweiser, but there's no way I would ever seek this out again. It's totally meh.
Seeking.
You know, they say these beers are supposed to be gateway beers. However,
gateway to no pumpkin taste.
This is a gateway to nobody drinking a harvest beer again. Because if they taste this and they say, "Oh, this is craft beer," this one sucks. Yeah, it's like kind of unfiltered, but like Johnny said, it's got no taste. I'm gonna give it a C-, just because the date's on the bottle. Johnny, what do you give it?
Well, you know, because you know, the grade keeps lowering each time I keep looking back at what we've tried tonight. I'm giving D+, and that's only because Ichabod was really bad. So
yes,
D+ for me. Unfiltered, or they filtered out the pumpkin. I couldn't smell pumpkin. I couldn't taste pumpkin. I don't know what they did to it.
Yeah, it's really thin, and the bready aftertaste just bites. I'm gonna take my medicine now, guys.
Chug.
But I'm not having another one of these. Cheers, I think.
And we are back again, you know? I love that. He wants to talk so bad.
Please, let me review this one, please.
I tell you, we're taking a break from the pumpkins. We still got our orange on, the dog's ready. We got some dogs for the kids. We got some pulled pork in the oven heating up. But now we're going to Cigar City Brewing Company and some High Life.
Why do we have High Life beer, Johnny?
Because I brought it back from Florida after my daughter's softball team got plastered.
That's right. Softball's fine and everything, but I know why Johnny really wanted to go to Florida.
Drink beer.
Drink beer and pick up beer. Now, while he was in Florida, he in fact picked up a whole 6-pack of this. And there's one left, so that tells you how good this shit is already.
Nice.
And what do we got? We got Cigar City High Life IPA. This is really touted beer. Everybody says it's awesome. And you know what, guys? They're no bullshit. This is an awesome IPA. There's a reason this is their flagship beer. 7.5% IBA, 70 IBUs, and it's just the freaking bomb. This is a really balanced beer. And the bitterness, how do I describe it? The bitterness is grassy and citrusy and hoppy all at once. And there's that malt bill in there that you can see by the color of this stuff. Enough malt beer in there that it's not cloyingly sweet, but it balances that hoppy bitterness off just like freaking perfect. And you guys can see I'm geeking after this, especially after we drank some freaking
crap beer.
Some low ass. Exactly. We'll have to. Now we're not beeping it out. This is adult television. It's talking about beer. But you know what? We drank some weak ass pumpkin beers, and I think we were both dying for some hops because we're hop heads. And man, this is without a doubt one of the best IPAs I've ever had. And it's not because it's the hoppiest or the biggest malt or anything. Why? Because it's balanced like freaking perfection balanced. And the other guys, what are they saying about this? Rate Beer gives it a 99. Beer Advocate gives it a 91. I don't know what they're talking about.
And DJs BrewTube? I'm
giving this shit an A+.
A+, yes. When I was in Florida, when I went searching this out, the first day I went there, they didn't have any left. Mm-hmm. So I asked the dude, and he said, come back Thursday. 4 days later, I went back, bought a 6-pack. Finished 5 of them before Saturday. Had to bring one home for DJ.
Thank you.
And we're splitting it tonight.
And even better, guys, they're going to can this soon. So what's that mean? It's going to stay fresher and more hoppy and more potent longer. But you know what? In a bottle, this is good as shit. And I'm happy to chug this. Well, not happy to chug it because I want it to not end, but yes. I'm going to chug it.
They need to make bombers of these.
This is damn good, guys.
And sell them in Maryland and Virginia. You got that, Cigar City?
Exactly.
Sell them in Maryland and Virginia.
By the way, guys, the bottle's dated too, so other shitty craft brewers, start dating the bottles.
Yeah, it's a little smudged, but yeah, we'll go with it.
Gets the job done. Anyways, guys, A-plus ass beer, the best beer we've had all night by far, and we'll see you on the next maybe pumpkin beer.
Yes, we're going back to pumpkins.